cold feet at night, heavy legs when you stand up, that slow, dragging feeling when you walk across the room. After 60, this can sometimes be related to changes in circulation. As we age, blood vessels gradually lose some flexibility. The inner lining of your arteries, called the endothelium, may become less responsive. Your body also tends to produce less nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessels relax and widen. When vessels stay slightly tighter than they should, blood flow to the lower legs and feet can feel reduced. That's often where symptoms show up first. Circulation may also dip more at night. You're lying still. Muscle contractions slow. Blood flow becomes less dynamic. Now, it's important to say this clearly. Cold feet and weak legs can also be linked to other issues like nerve changes, thyroid imbalance, medication effects, or more serious vascular conditions, so persistent symptoms should always be evaluated. But certain natural compounds found in specific drinks may support healthy endothelial function and blood flow, and some people notice improvement within days when used consistently. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Senior Revival, where simple changes for seniors can lead to a powerful, healthy comeback. Let's start at the bottom of the list. Drink number 7, lemon water. Let's start with the simplest one, lemon water. It's popular, it's refreshing, and many people assume it's automatically good for circulation. Here's the honest truth. Lemon water is helpful, but it's foundational, not transformational. Hydration alone plays a role in circulation. When you're mildly dehydrated, blood becomes slightly more concentrated and flow efficiency can decline. Drinking enough fluids helps maintain normal blood volume and vascular function. Lemons also provide vitamin C, which supports the health of the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels. A healthy endothelium responds better to signals that tell arteries to relax. But lemon water does not directly supply dietary nitrates or strong vasodilating compounds. It supports the environment. It doesn't drive the engine. If you drink a glass of warm lemon water before bed, you may notice better hydration overnight and less morning sluggishness. But dramatic warming of the feet or rapid changes in leg strength are unlikely from lemon alone. Think of lemon water as your baseline habit. It prepares your body. It does not supercharge it. To make it properly, squeeze half a fresh lemon into warm, not boiling water. Avoid adding sugar. Drink it slowly. Helpful? Yes. Powerful for circulation on its own? Not quite. Now let's move to something that actually creates a noticeable warming effect in many people. Drink number 6, ginger tea. Now we're getting warmer, literally. Ginger has been used for centuries for one simple reason. It creates a warming sensation in the body. But this isn't just folklore. Ginger contains bioactive compounds like gingerols and shogaols, which have been studied for their ability to support healthy circulation and mild vasodilation. That means they may help blood vessels relax slightly and improve blood flow, especially to the extremities. Many older adults report that after drinking ginger tea, their hands and feet feel warmer within an hour. Not because arteries suddenly open 50%, but because ginger gently stimulates blood movement and reduces low-grade vascular tension. It also supports digestion, and healthy digestion supports overall circulation by improving nutrient absorption and reducing abdominal pressure that can impair venous return. Here's what matters. Ginger tea works best when it's real ginger, not flavored packets. Slice fresh ginger root, about 1 inch, and steep it in hot, not boiling, water for 10 minutes. Drink it slowly in the evening. It's generally safe, but if you're on blood thinners or have bleeding concerns, talk with your doctor before consuming large amounts regularly. Ginger is stronger than lemon water. You may feel it, but we're still not in the top tier yet. The next drink on this list has actual clinical research showing measurable effects on vascular function. Drink number 5, unsweetened cocoa drink. This one surprises people. Real cocoa, not sugary hot chocolate mix, has legitimate research behind it. Unsweetened cocoa powder contains compounds called flavonols. These flavonols have been studied for their role in supporting endothelial function, the same inner lining of blood vessels we talked about earlier. When the endothelium functions well, it responds better to signals that encourage vessels to relax. That's where cocoa becomes interesting. Several clinical studies have shown that high flavonol cocoa can modestly improve flow-mediated dilation, a marker used to measure how well arteries expand in response to increased blood flow. Translation: it may help blood vessels respond more efficiently. Some people notice warmer hands and feet within a few hours of drinking a properly prepared cocoa beverage, especially when used consistently. But here's the catch. Most commercial cocoa drinks are loaded with sugar. Sugar spikes insulin. High insulin levels can temporarily stiffen blood vessels, which defeats the purpose. If you use cocoa for circulation support, it must be unsweetened. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of pure cocoa powder into warm water or unsweetened almond milk. Add a small amount of stevia if needed. Avoid sugar or syrups. It won't taste like dessert, but it can be effective. Cocoa is stronger than ginger. Still, it's not the most powerful nitrate source on this list. Now, we move into drinks that directly provide the raw materials your body uses to support nitric oxide production. Drink number 4, hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea doesn't get the attention it deserves. It's bright red, slightly tart, almost cranberry-like. But behind that color is something powerful. Hibiscus contains anthocyanins and organic acids that have been studied for their effects on blood pressure and vascular tone. Several clinical trials have shown that regular hibiscus tea consumption can modestly reduce systolic blood pressure in adults with elevated readings. Why does that matter for circulation? Because when blood pressure is better regulated and arterial stiffness is reduced, blood flow to the extremities often improves. Lower resistance, smoother movement, less strain on vessel walls. Unlike cocoa, which focuses primarily on endothelial signaling, hibiscus works more on vascular relaxation and pressure balance. Some individuals report reduced leg heaviness and fewer nighttime cramps after consistent use for 1 to 2 weeks. Not overnight miracles, but noticeable changes with regular intake. Here's how to prepare it correctly. Steep 1 to 2 hibiscus tea bags in hot water for at least 10 minutes. The longer it steeps, the more concentrated the compounds become. Drink it once in the afternoon or early evening. Important note, if you're already on blood pressure medication, monitor your levels and consult your doctor before adding hibiscus regularly. It can enhance blood pressure lowering effects. Hibiscus is more potent than cocoa in terms of vascular relaxation. But now we're moving into drinks that directly feed the nitrate-nitric oxide pathway, and that's where circulation support becomes much more targeted. Drink number 3, celery juice. Now we're getting more targeted. Celery juice works differently than the drinks we've discussed so far. Instead of just supporting vessel health indirectly, celery naturally contains dietary nitrates, compounds your body can convert into nitric oxide. Here's how it works. When you consume nitrate-rich vegetables, bacteria in your mouth begin converting nitrates into nitrites. Once swallowed, those nitrates can be further converted into nitric oxide inside the body. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax and widen. That's the key. Celery isn't the highest nitrate source on Earth, but it's practical, accessible, and concentrated enough to matter. Some small studies on dietary nitrates from vegetables show improvements in vascular function within hours of consumption. In real life, people often report warmer feet or reduced leg tightness after several days of consistent intake. The timing matters. For nitrate conversion to work efficiently, avoid using strong antibacterial mouthwash immediately before or after drinking celery juice. Those oral bacteria are part of the pathway. Preparation matters too. Fresh celery juice is best. 4 to 5 large stalks blended or juiced into about 12-16 ounces. Drink it on an empty stomach for optimal absorption. The taste? Earthy, slightly salty, not sweet. But this is where circulation support starts becoming more direct. Celery is strong, but the next drink contains significantly higher natural nitrate levels and may support even greater improvements when used consistently. Drink number 2, arugula smoothie. Most people think of arugula as just a salad leaf. It's not. Arugula is metabolically active. Unlike sweeter vegetables, arugula has a sharp, peppery taste, and that bite signals something important. It contains bioactive compounds that stimulate circulation pathways differently than mild greens. Here's what makes it unique. Arugula doesn't just contribute dietary nitrates. It also contains antioxidants that help protect nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly once it's produced. That matters. Because supporting production is one thing, preserving activity is another. After 60, oxidative stress tends to increase. And oxidative stress can reduce how long nitric oxide stays active in the bloodstream. Arugula helps support that balance. Many people describe a subtle but steady change after consistent use. Not necessarily a dramatic warming surge, but less nighttime tingling, less heaviness after sitting, and slightly improved walking comfort over the course of a week or two. This isn't a stimulant effect, it's cumulative support. To use it effectively, blend 2 cups of fresh arugula with half a green apple and water or unsweetened almond milk. Drink it fresh, ideally in the late afternoon or early evening. Avoid storing it overnight, potency decreases. Arugula is powerful because it supports both vessel signaling and protection, but there's one drink that has been studied more directly in older adults for measurable blood flow improvement, and that one takes the top position. Drink number 1, beetroot juice. If there's one drink on this list that has been studied the most for circulation support, it's beetroot juice. Not because it's trendy, because it's measurable. Beetroot is one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates. But what makes it stand out isn't just nitrate content. It's the consistency of research around it. Clinical studies have shown that beetroot juice can improve markers of vascular function, including blood vessel responsiveness and blood pressure support, particularly in older adults. And here's why that matters. As arteries stiffen with age, they lose some of their ability to expand when blood flow demand increases. Beetroot-derived nitrates help support that expansion process, making blood movement more efficient. Some participants in research settings have demonstrated improved walking endurance and reduced blood pressure within days of consistent use. Not instant reversal, but measurable support. Many people notice warmer feet, reduced calf tightness, or easier stair climbing after several days to a couple weeks. Preparation matters. Look for pure beetroot juice with no added sugar. About 8 ounces per day is typically used in research. Drink it earlier in the evening rather than immediately before lying down. 2 cautions. Beetroot can temporarily turn urine or stool pink. Harmless but surprising. And if you're on blood pressure medication, monitor your levels. Beetroot can enhance blood pressure, lowering effects. Beetroot earns the top spot because it combines strong nitrate density with repeated clinical investigation. But even the most powerful drink works best when used correctly. Let's talk about how to implement these safely. Now here's what really matters. No single drink fixes circulation overnight, but consistency changes outcomes. If you want to try this approach, start simple. Choose one drink, not all 7 at once, and use it consistently for 5 to 7 days before judging results. Many people prefer taking nitrate-rich drinks like beetroot, arugula, or celery earlier in the evening rather than right before bed. That gives your body time to convert and respond. Avoid strong antibacterial mouthwash immediately before or after nitrate-based drinks. Those oral bacteria help activate the pathway. If you're on blood pressure medication, blood thinners, or have kidney concerns, speak with your doctor before adding high nitrate drinks daily. And very important, cold feet, numbness, severe leg pain when walking, or sudden swelling should never be ignored. Persistent symptoms require medical evaluation. Natural support is powerful, but awareness is smarter. Now I'd love to ask you personally, how old are you, and when did you first start noticing cold feet or weaker legs? Share below. We're building a community here to support your strong, healthy comeback. If this helped, please like the video and subscribe. And join me in the next video for another simple step toward better health.